Hi guys, welcome to Carpe Diem, where we empower you to seize the day. So today in this video we'll be discussing 5 English words and 3 idioms. So let's begin. The first word for today is newfound. Newfound is a fairly easy word. Newfound is something that is newly found. When there's something that you have recently discovered, or when you form a relationship with someone in the very recent past, that means there's a newfound thing that has happened in your life. An example sentence is a newfound friend. A person with whom you have become friends with very recently would be your newfound friend. Okay, so the antonym for newfound is antique. Antique means something that has gotten really old over the past years. Something that is centuries old would be called antique. So moving on to the next word. The second word for today is outlook. Outlook is a person's way of understanding and thinking about something. A person's perspective, a person's point of view uh, for his life, for his work, would be his outlook for his life, would be his outlook for his work. Outlook can be positive or negative depending on the person's disposition. A positive outlook is going to help you in your life, and a negative would do nothing of that sort. So, wishing that you have a very positive outlook in whatever you do, and which would help you in achieving the success that you long for. The synonyms for outlook are point of view or perspective. The next word for today, or the third word for today, is floodplain. Floodplain is a plain bordering a river and subject to flooding at times of high water. So the land which is present on both sides of a river that gets buried under the river water when the river floods would be what you call a floodplain. An example sentence would be the Gangetic floodplains of Uttar Pradesh. In India, there's a river named Ganga. The land which is present on both sides of Ganga and which gets buried underwater when Ganga gets flooded would be the Gangetic floodplains. Here on the screen you can see a map of India where the area in pink which is highlighted are the floodplains present in India. The next word for today is whiff. Whiff has two meanings. The first meaning is a passing odor. Passing means short-lived and odor means a bad smell. So a short-lived bad smell would be a whiff. The example sentence is the disgusting whiff of a carcass. Now consider you are traveling in a car and there's a carcass on the road which has a very disgusting smell. So when you pass by the carcass, you get a whiff of that carcass. That is what is being described in this sentence. The next meaning for whiff is a brief gentle gust of air. So the air which is present around you, when there is no force in the air, when the air is not blowing around you, that would be your normal air. Okay, so and if there's a little bit force in the air around you, that would be what we would call a whiff. Now if the force of the air increases, we would call it a breeze. Alright, so the example sentence is a whiff of air greeted me when I got out from the car. So when I stepped out from the car, some air hit me with a little bit force which I could feel. The air that hit me was a whiff of air. The synonyms for whiff are puff, smell, and odor. Puff is a synonym for the second meaning that you can see on this slide. Smell and odor are the synonyms for the first meaning. Okay, the last word for today is mesmerize. Mesmerize is to capture and hold the interest and attention of. When something catches your attention, it can be a very well written article, it can be a musical performance, it can be a page turner book. Something which catches your attention, something which captivates your curiosity is something that mesmerizes you. So, an example sentence is a mesmerizing performance. The synonym for mesmerize is fascinate. Another synonym for mesmerize is captivate. So, we are done with the words for today. Let's move on to the idioms. The first idiom that we will be discussing today is Dear Abby. Dear Abby is a person who writes the replies to readers' letters in an agony column. If you would have seen newspapers in which readers try to seek help with the problems that they are facing in their lives. The which the experts at the newspaper office who who provide solutions to these readers are what we call Dear Abby. Now, how did this phrase come into origin? There was a lady with the name of Pauline Phillips who started writing an advice column under her pen name Abigail Van Buren. The readers who asked her for advice addressed her as Dear Abby. So this is how this phrase came into origin. A similar idiom for Dear Abby would be an agony aunt. Okay, so the next idiom for today is Hail fellow well met. It means heartily friendly. What does heartily mean? Heartily means to be naturally enthusiastic about something. When you have, okay, so heartily friendly means when somebody is friendly by nature. Not only friendly, but he or she is also enthusiastic about the affability that they express. That type of behavior can be categorized as hail fellow well met behavior. An example sentence is a hail fellow well met talk with my uncle. That means I had a talk with my uncle which was a very friendly talk, a hearty talk, a conversation where I could express my feelings, my uh, innermost emotions, and where the uncle would have done the same. So that would be a hail fellow well met talk. Okay, so the last idiom for today is dog eat dog. Uh, a very negative or pessimistic idiom to end the video. I'm so sorry. Okay, dog eat dog is something that is characterized by ruthless competition. Ruthless means to show no pity, to be merciless. So, when something is characterized by merciless competition, that would be a dog eat dog situation. In example sentences, it's a dog eat dog world. So, in today's world where there's competition, where there's cutthroat competition, we can say it is a dog eat dog world. A similar idiom for dog eat dog would be cut cutthroat. Okay, so with this we end today's video. If you think it was a good video, please hit like and do subscribe the channel. If you think we can improve in some parts, uh, or any parts or in every part, do tell us in the comments and we would address those feedbacks promptly. With this, I thank you for watching this video and hope and wish you all the best for whatever you are doing in your lives. Ciao.